Good morning. It's Monday, January 15th. In this country, there's a major group of people who believe they're entitled to a raise. And I don't think they are. They haven't had a raise in, there's about 15 years. They've been had a raise since 2009. And in my opinion, this particular group of people really doesn't deserve a raise. This particular group is 48% millionaires. So half of this group already is millionaires. And the other half are probably close to being millionaires. And yes, I will give you the facts that these people have a tough job if they would do it. But the problem is they don't really do their job. And they have to have two houses to live in. And I'm talking about congressmen and congresswomen, if you haven't already figured that out. And their salary, the beginning salary, is $174,000 a year. And the ending salary could be $174,000 a year, too. The only members of Congress who make more than that are the Speaker of the House, who makes $223,500 a year, and the President pro tempore of the Senate, and the majority and minority leaders in the House and Senate who earn $193,400. So I'm not saying they're making a fortune, and I'm not saying that this is such a tremendous salary. It's a good middle-income salary as far as I'm concerned. But I'm willing to bet you they have all kinds of perks and all kinds of expense deals that they can take advantage of. So in my mind, without knowing all the facts, I am 100% sure that they, in fact, make more than $174,000 a year right now. And they don't work as hard as I believe they should. And they certainly haven't been getting anything done for this country over the last 10 years or so. Because they are so split and so confused about what's really, really important that they're not getting anything done. So based upon the situation that you watch every day in Congress, how do they have the nerve, the ball, to ask for a raise? If they would get things done quickly and easily and keep our country from the verge of bankruptcy every couple of months, then I could see them getting a raise. But I don't think they're doing the job that they're getting paid for. They worry about a lot of bullshit. They should take a good hard look at what needs to be done and do it. Instead, they have their little cliques, their left-wing group and the right-wing group, and they stick by their guns and they make absurd observations on what's going on around the world. We need a cohesive, compromised working unit sitting in those 435 seats and the other 100 seats in the Senate. So why? Why got the nerve to think that they're entitled to more money because they haven't had a raise in 15 years? They're not entitled to any more money in my mind. They've got a job to do, and if they would get it done, it would be fine. And look at all the perks they have. You know, every time you look around, they're going on recess or something. Now, I recognize the fact that they have to come home to their constituents periodically. But when they close shop in the middle of a crisis, that's not the way to run the business, you know. If you have to work late, you have to work late. That's what I had to do on my job when I was a boss and I had a company to run. I had to work late. I had to come in early. I had to be there. And believe me, I had a good job with nice perks and plenty of vacation time, but I still had to be there. And I'd worked more days than these guys worked. So I can tell you, when I look at the Congress and I see them asking for not only a raise, but a ridiculous amount of money, there's some guy comes out and says, we ought to get $100,000 raise. Why? Why should he get $100,000 raise? Why are they allowed to kowtow to millionaires and billionaires and get free plane rides and everything like that? And most people don't even know what's going on. Yes, it's a tough job, and it's even made tougher because of the outside influences that apply pressure to them. And all of those pressures could be relieved if they took some sensible actions against them. There's no reason why Congress can't be a better place and a safer place to work. So them asking for a raise is ridiculous. Their raise should be pegged to how much work they get done. And it should also be pegged to the working population in the United States. The working population in the United States, the average person in the United States makes about $60,000 a year, $70,000 a year. That's a middle income salary. So these guys are making double the middle income salary. And I can give them that money. And they have to live in two different places and have to be in a lot of stuff, and they have to handle a lot of crap that comes across their desk. But they don't have to have that job. They ran for this job. They got themselves elected. And if they stepped in a pile of shit, then they got to figure out how to wipe off their shoes. So I'm telling you that Congress doesn't deserve any more money. If they're making twice what the average American makes, they're making too much in my mind. If they would get their act together and get things done, I would feel a lot differently about this situation. They allowed themselves to put this country in a deep, deep debt situation. They allowed a former president to run up the debt by something like $8 trillion. And now they're complaining about that we have too much debt. But it's their job to cut that debt and get everything done by cutting the debt, and they don't know how to do that. And what they always do is they're attacking the benefits that the people in this country deserve. They're attacking Medicare and Social Security. Those are things that we, the working population, have worked hard our whole lives to attain and maintain and keep our sanity. So when Congress wants a raise, let them do the work that they're entitled to do, that they're supposed to do. They should definitely not get a raise as long as we have 50 million people living at the poverty level. And I leave you with that. I am against giving them a penny more than they have. I'll see you in the morning. Bye.